sorrows, Lamb of God, by his own betrayed. The sin of maiden and wrath of God has been on Jesus slain. Silent as he stood accused, beaten, mocked, and scorned, bowing to the Father's will, he took a crown of thorns. And oh, that rugged cross, and now my soul cries out, hallelujah, praise and honor. Sent of heaven, God's own Son, to purchase and redeem and reconcile the very ones who nailed him to that tree. Oh, that rugged cross, my salvation, where your love poured out over me. Now my soul cries out, hallelujah, praise and honor to thee. Now my debt is paid, it is paid in full by the precious blood and my Jesus spent. Now the curse of sin has no hold on me. Whom the Son sets free, oh, is free indeed. Now my debt is paid, it is paid in full by the precious blood and my Jesus spent. Now the curse of sin has no hold on me. Whom the Son sets free, oh, is free indeed. Oh, that rugged cross, my salvation, where your love poured out over me. Now my soul cries out, hallelujah, praise and honor to thee. See, the stone is rolled away. Behold the empty tomb. Come on, church. Hallelujah, God be praised. He's risen from the grave. Oh, that rugged cross, my salvation, where your love poured out over me. Now my soul cries out,
everybody, most of you have been wondering what we've been up to for Simple Living, and we just wanted to show you guys our house and just around where we are each day. We're going to look at the classroom, we're going to look at our community area where we cook all of our meals, and we just wanted to invite you guys in. Each day we have 2 to 4 hours of class in this lovely garage shade, and we sit on these lovely benches and we hear our instructor talk about us to anything from plumbing to solar electric to small engines, and it gives us instructions and gives us more of a reality of what it'll be like on the field. Oh, hello again. Welcome to our common area. This is where we spend most of our time. Every meal we cook over the fire, except for breakfast, which we cook on the Coleman. For lunch, we usually warm up leftovers from the night before, or we make hobo pies out of cast iron press. This is generally the coffee and warming fire, and then as you can see on the grate, we heat up water for our shower and some coffee. And usually we run large sticks into the rocket stove portion. We've made several benches. This is a really wide piece of cedar that we've used to make a bench, and a piece of walnut. And we put those together, and that's now a card table. This is our kitchen counters and sinks. We flew in some plywood, and then I built the cedar frame. And we hung these nice tarps for those that do all the dishes and things. And we've got running water. You gotta come up here and look at it. We've got running water, and it actually comes from this pipe in the back here. And then it is on this side, it's filled up. Filled up by a 5-gallon bucket, and then we have a 5-gallon bucket hanging in the air. Let's go look at our laundry. So before we go and we show you where we charge our battery for each day, so that we can charge our cell phones and maybe have a light, and this is also where Megan does laundry, I wanted to point out a couple of things. You can see the mobile chicken pens. That's where we got all of our chicken. Whenever you see those pictures that we butchered yesterday, and then also we have solar panels that are there. That provides the electricity so that we can charge those batteries, and those are just like the solar panels that we have in the field. And then also there's another clothesline. There's a butchering station back there where we butchered a pig and also those chickens, and there's a small makeshift sawmill right here. So this is connected to the solar panel system outside, and it has inverters and all kinds of stuff that we haven't learned about, but basically it goes down to these batteries, and then from these batteries, from these deep cell batteries, we get to charge our small 12-volt batteries each day, and we bring those in the morning, and then and then they charge up and we use them at night. This is a freezer that we get to use for our leftovers. That keeps our food cool, that we have the just privilege to use. And then this is just like the one that we'll have in the field. They've talked to us a lot about that. This washer is actually old, so we're going to skip over here to the new washer. This is a new washer. This will be just like the one that we have in the field, in the tribe. And it has a wash tub that you actually have to fill up manually. So you actually fill it up with a hose, and then you shut it and you turn it to whatever you want. And then on this side, instead of a dryer, ladies, you have a spinner. So you actually put some clothes in there and actually try to balance it, and it spins around, and centrifugal force pulls the water out, and then you get to go hang it out on the line. So this is what Megan's been doing, and it looks like we've done probably 3 loads of laundry since we've been here, because we're always really dirty. So out here, all we have is a washer, and it spins, so we have to hang our clothes out on the clothesline, and As you can see, we've got quite a bit of clothes and quite a bit of line here. So a friend of ours brought some paint in. She actually packed it in 1.5 miles uphill both ways so that she could do some artwork on her house, and we traded her some beef jerky so that she could decorate our house, make it a little bit more like home. This is, for those of you who have visited us in Missouri, we keep a magnetic fly door so that all of the flies have to stay out of our house. And for a door, many people built doors. I chose the zipper door, and the zipper door seals up just like that. So whenever the rain comes, it just goes right over. So let's take a tour of the inside, shall we? So this is a freehand milled piece of cedar. It's about 12 inches wide, and this is just some shelves that we had built just out of raw wood. Many of you know that I used to actually work for Mosley Trading Company, building cedar furniture, so that was really handy, getting that knowledge. We cook breakfast and our morning coffee on the Coleman here, and then we have our produce. These are LED solar lights that we bought off of Amazon that light up our home in the evening. We also have 2 hammocks. Aiden sleeps in this hammock every night, but Callan likes to sleep on the floor. So we actually brought some blow-up mattresses, some small ones, and she sleeps on the floor there. And then in this one, next to our window, I read to the kids each evening. This is our bed, and we have underneath here an air mattress. So we have an air mattress, and underneath the cardboard we have weave. So we actually brought in some baling twine, and Megan and some other gals, they weaved our beds, and that is what supports us at night. Many of you see that we have these screens, and we screened one eave up in the back, and then we have just a few of these windows that are taped with plastic that rolls down on the outside for air. The first day that we got here, it was 90 something degrees outside, which meant it was like 100 and something inside of our black plastic house with no insulation. These cable wires we put in to help with structure, just to keep it from rocking back and forth whenever the kids are getting in and out of their hammocks. We use these for clothes organizers. I've got this top half, Megan has the bottom half, Aiden and Callan's here. Let's take a tour of the bathroom. So we used another zipper here to section it off. And we just use clothespins to hang back the door. And we keep the door open because it lets in more light. So in here we also have another window just for air, really. We brought in the shower curtain, and we actually forgot the shower curtain rings, so I had some zip ties, so we used that. Let me push this back for us. So in here, Megan and I did a lot of dirt work on the bottom, and as you can see, this is lower for our shower, and we brought in rocks from up above on top of the hill for our shower. And then last year I got the opportunity to look at some shower ideas, and this was one that I thought was really great, but they hadn't attached it, so I just bent this with some heat, and then we take this out and we fill it up with warm water, and you can pump it up and you have a hands-free shower. So yep, that's it. We have the skylight to give us some light in here. Don't mind the socks. We use this for toiletries, toothbrushes, brushes, and other things. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So many of you guys saw our Facebook post about writing us a letter and it being airdropped. there was a helicopter that was on its way from Chicago over to Arizona, and they actually stopped with our mail. And these are a couple of the letters and artwork that we hung up, and then we also have some of these to cherish as we're here over the next few days. So we just wanted to say thank you guys so much for praying for us while we've been here and out in the woods, and it's just been a really great time for us to be able to get together with friends, to grow those relationships, and really get into a teamwork setting, because as you know, we're going to be out in the tribe, and we're going to need to work with team members, and we may not all be alike, but we all need to get along, and we all need to be glorifying the Lord in those relationships, and that'll be our focus, and that was our focus here, and it's been a great exercise. So thanks for praying for us.
My hope is built on nothing less than Jesus' blood and righteousness. I dare not trust the sweetest frame, but wholly trust in Jesus' name. Hope is built on nothing less than Jesus' blood and righteousness. I dare not trust the sweetest frame, but wholly trust in Jesus' name. Christ alone, cornerstone, weak made strong in the Savior's love. Through the storm, He is the Lord, Lord of all. When darkness seems to hide its face, I rest on His unchanging grace. In every high and stormy gale, my anchor holds within the veil. Christ alone, cornerstone, weak made strong in the Savior's love. Through the storm, He is the Lord, Lord of all. He is Christ alone, cornerstone, weak made strong in the Savior's love. Through the storm, He is the Lord, Lord of
Who am I that the highest king would welcome me? I was lost, but He brought me in. Oh, His love for me. Oh, His love for me. Who the Son sets free, who is free indeed. I'm a child of God, yes I am. Jesus died for me. Yes, he died for me. Who the Son sets free, who is free indeed. I'm a child of God. Yes, I am. In my Father's house, there's a place for me. I'm a child of God. Yes, I am. I am chosen, not forsaken. I am who you say I am. You are for me, not against me. I am who you say I am. I am chosen, not forsaken. I am who you say I am. You are for me, not against me. I am who you say I am.
10-day simple living completed.
Team 1, 1 team.
Home Depot!
We did it!